Hey guys, Rhonda Gessner here, coming to you live from Sarasota, Florida. Hope you guys are having an amazing day today. I am back to answer another frequently asked question about our CBD. If you are joining me live, make sure you write in the comments where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, just write replay and also where you're watching from. I love to read back through the comments and just see where everybody's from. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. And I, for the next several days, will keep checking back. If I miss a question, though, please don't hesitate to private message me. So let's see who's on here so far. My good friend Heather is on here. Hi, Heather. And hi, Sherry. Thank you guys for joining me. And of course, Ron is on here with me. Today's question, oh, and there is my dear friend Dina from North Carolina. Hey, Dina. Oh, these things are so much fun. The more I do these Facebook Lives, actually, the more I enjoy them. So if you've ever wanted to do a Facebook Live, you just have to do it. You got to step out of your comfort zone and it will get easier. Let's see, who is this? This is Elizabeth. Oh my, thank you, Elizabeth. From Houston, Texas, and I already said my good friend Dina's on here. Heather is on here. Sherry is on here. I'm not sure who else, but I know there's some more people on here right now. Is that my daughter-in-law? I think Laura is on here. Our daughter-in-love is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Laura. You make sure you make that son of ours take you out for a nice dinner. You should not cook on your birthday. All right, guys, the question for today is, what kind of testing do we do on our CBD? Well, first thing I want to mention is, why does that even matter? Well, it is very, very important that testing is being done on every CBD product, and I can promise you that's not happening. There recently was a news clip on, it was a station just outside New York City, and I have the news clip if any of you want to watch it. What they did is they went out to 13 different stores and purchased CBD. And then they sent the CBD to the lab to test it, just to see what was in there. And they were looking to see, you know, what was on the label. Was that actually in the bottle? The problem right now is there's not a whole lot of regulation in the CBD industry, but that will be changing. And it's going to get rid of a lot of what I call the riffraff. But anyway, they went out, they purchased 13 different brands. And I want to tell you what the results of that was, because this just tells you why it is so extremely important that you know what kind of company to look for and what kind of product. Out of 13 different brands, 3 failed the safety test. 5 had no CBD in whatsoever, none, said none detected. 4 had less CBD in than what the label said. 1 out of 13 had in the bottle what the label said. 2 had very high levels of ethanol. That's a very harsh, flammable solvent that some companies are using to extract the CBD from the hemp plant. We do not use any solvents at all. We use a CO2 process that's very low heat. It's much more expensive, but you're not going to have toxic solvents in our CBD oil, and you're not destroying the life in the plant by using a very low temperature. And then there were gel caps that were tested, and they tested positive for E. coli. Now that is insane to me. I mean, you're out trying to buy a supplement to get healthier, and you end up with E. coli. And the gel caps also had 3 milligrams of THC in, which is way higher than the legal limit, enough to make a person high, especially a child. So obviously that product was not even coming from the hemp plant. It was most likely coming from marijuana. So this should tell you, that report right there, why this information is so important. If you have missed some of my other frequently asked questions, this is question number 8 today. I started, I guess, a week and a half ago, but you can scroll back on my timeline to go back to number 1, or reach out to me and I'll give you the link to our YouTube channel, because I've been uploading them there as well. Because I talked about like how to read the label and many other things that are important to know. But today is about the testing. First of all of our products are manufactured in FDA approved facilities. They are third-party tested. That is critical. I mean, if the company manufacturing the CBD is doing their own testing, they can make the results look any way they want. You want a company that specifically says third-party testing. That means the products are shipped out to another company that does the testing, a totally unbiased company. And they test for solvents, for mold. They're testing for purity. Is the amount of CBD in the product that it says on the label? I mean, there's so many things. Oh, the mold is huge, because that's a very common problem with a plant like hemp. I mean, if you've ever tried to dry flowers, you know it doesn't take that long and they get moldy. Well, we are using a fresh lock drying system where our product is vacuum sealed in 4 minutes. From harvest to vacuum sealed in 4 minutes. That is not enough time to have any mold. So that is never going to be an issue with our product. You want to also look for a certificate of analysis on the website. So if you don't see all this stuff, third-party testing, certificate of analysis, gas chromatography, if you don't see all those words on the website, you need to look elsewhere. And it shouldn't be information that you have to go searching for. You shouldn't have to, send an email to the company. The information should be right there, visible on the website. So if you go to any HempWorks website, you are going to see on our website, you want to look under documentation. And that's where you're going to see all this stuff that I'm talking about. Let me just see what kind of comments, if anybody has any questions. Oh, there's my precious daughter-in-law. Laura said, wow, that's just crazy that people sadly are buying these CBD products. Thank you for sharing the best CBD products. Oh, well, you're welcome. I'm just so thankful, Laura, that Ron and I listened with an open mind when someone shared these products with us, because it's been life-changing for us. Angie says, E. coli is disgusting. Absolutely. I mean, who would think that you'd have to worry about that? Tanya said, I agree. It was astonishing to find out what was in some of the bottles, because I know Dina saw that same news clip. And Toyin, oh my dear friend, Toyin is all the way from Abuja, Nigeria. Awesome to have you on here with us. Angie said she's watching poolside. Well, that sounds awesome. It's actually kind of a rainy day here in Sarasota, Florida. It's very warm, but it keeps showering on and off, which is kind of unusual. We usually get an afternoon thunderstorm and then the sun comes back out and that's it. Anyway, so again, make sure that you let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching the replay, write replay and where you're watching from. If you feel as though this information has been beneficial, feel free to share it with your Facebook friends. We would love that. We appreciate it. And my dear friends in Nigeria, I forgot to say hello to all of them in the beginning. Nigeria is really the reason that I started these frequently asked questions. We just opened an office there in Lagos, Nigeria 2 weeks ago. So we are going to be bringing our phenomenal products to all the beautiful people in Nigeria. We are so excited about that. We already have affiliates there doing a phenomenal job. So we are excited, but I wanted to, there's so much information, you know, for people to learn that are new to CBD, and I just thought it made more sense to kind of break it down into these frequently asked questions. Okay, so let me look back here at my notes. I did mention gas chromatography is something you want to see. That's where they are testing for purity and potency. So they're looking at all the different cannabinoids in the hemp plant. If you watched my other lives, you know there are over 85 cannabinoids in the hemp plant. So they are testing and they're going to be able to tell with that gas chromatography, is the amount of these cannabinoids, especially the CBD, which is one cannabinoid, but are the right amounts in the bottle that it says on the label. And again, all of that documentation is on our website. It is on there by batch, so you can look at the batch number on your bottle and be able to actually go and find that specific batch number. So this is all the kind of information that you want to be able to see right on the website. And again, if you're talking to someone in HempWorks, which I hope that you are, we are number one in the industry. You are not going to find a pure product. When I did my live on learning how to read the label, just as a quick reminder, you should not see more than 2 or 3 ingredients. 2 if it's natural, 3 if it's flavored. So right there should tell you, that's just how pure the product is. Our natural product has the CBD extract from the hemp plant. So all they're doing is they're extracting out all the cannabinoids that are in the hemp plant. That is a very thick substance, so you need to have a carrier oil. Our second ingredient is hemp seed oil. And that is what is used to thin it out, which makes perfect sense. We're using an oil from the same plant. You're not going to see, and nor should you see, palm oil, olive oil, MCT oil, coconut oil, even though like coconut oil is a healthy oil, but it doesn't belong in CBD. We're talking about the hemp plant, and it should strictly be from the hemp plant if you want to get the maximum benefit. All of those other ingredients, the average CBD label has 5 to 9 ingredients. All those other things are fillers. They're diluting the effectiveness of the product. And also you need to look up, if you're taking something with a lot of other ingredients, you really should look up the ingredients. A lot of them have side effects, like increased heart rate, nausea, dizziness. I've looked up some of them and it's crazy. So you are not going to find a purer product than HempWorks. And again, you can go to any, if you're talking to an affiliate, I want to make sure you get back to the person that is sharing this live with you, and they will give you their website link. You can click on documentation And you're going to see all the stuff I've been talking about today. You're going to see the third-party testing. You're going to see the gas chromatography. You're going to see the certificate of analysis. You're actually going to see the hemp seal of approval, which there's only a handful of companies that were given the hemp seal. And that, again, is for purity and safety. And that's a handful out of thousands. The last statistic I heard was that 22,000 companies are making CBD oil, and less than 20 have that hemp seal. So, I mean, it's just, I'm so thankful. Honestly, I am so thankful that we paid attention when someone shared this information with us. And just so thankful that we are with the #1 company making a pure product that is changing people's lives. One more quick, well, maybe two more quick things. Don't forget about our testimonial group. If you are not part of the testimonial group, you absolutely want to be. We have a private testimonial group with 117,000 people in the group, all sharing their CBD testimonies. And so you can go into the group, there's a search, so you can type in any health issue you want, and then testimonies will come up. How is CBD working for people with whatever health issue? Now, you won't find that on Facebook if you do a search because it's private. You need to be added by someone that's already part of the group. So get back to the person that is sharing this with you. That's a phenomenal way that you can do more research. There's no selling in that group. Nobody is in there pressuring you or putting their website in there. We are not allowed to do that. It is strictly a resource for learning and sharing testimonies. So I wanted to remember to tell you about that. I did mention our office in Lagos is now open. We also have 2 other cities in Nigeria where you can pick up products, and that is Abuja and Port Harcourt. And the last thing I want to remember to tell all my friends in Nigeria, you do not want to miss the pre-launch. It's coming up. I can't believe it's here already. It's coming up this Saturday. The pre-launch will be held in Lagos. You will be able to meet the office staff, as well as Joel Taylor is coming from our corporate office in Las Vegas. He's bringing an entire camera crew with him, and he is our Vice President of International Expansion. So you guys are going to learn so much on Saturday. You do not want to miss that opportunity. The way our company grew in this country was insane. In 2 years, they were doing $100 million in business and named the #1 fastest growing network marketing company. Well, that same growth and momentum is coming to Nigeria. And the sooner you get on board, the better. So I cannot stress that enough. All right, guys, let me look real quick through these messages to see if there are any questions here. Let's see. Oh, very good point, Christy. She said she just told someone that said he was allergic to CBD. You're exactly right. It was most likely mold or something else that was in the CBD. And what did Ron say? We have 2, that's right, 2 of the hemp seals for safety and purity. Our grower was awarded one of those hemp seals, and there's less than 20 of them out of 22,000. We actually hold 2 of those. Jen Canna is our grower out of Kentucky, and they are doing all organic, non-GMO. I mean, all of that stuff matters. You know, it makes a difference. The seed, the soil, you know, all that stuff is going to make a huge difference in the end product. If you have not seen the video, it's only 5 minutes about Jen Canna. you definitely reach out to us or to whoever shared this with you and ask them for that video. But yes, our grower got one of the hemp seals, as well as HempWorks, which we are the distribution company. Okay, let's see. What Elizabeth said, most people have no idea what they are putting in, and that, yeah, this is a great selling point. Oh, we just need to educate people. That's what we do. We need to teach them how to read labels, what to be looking for on the website. I mean, that's basically what our job is. Oh dear, my friend Emmanuel said he can see me, but no audio. Emmanuel is one of my friends from Nigeria. Emmanuel, I will be uploading this to YouTube and I will send that to you because I'm not sure why you are not getting audio on the live. And what else did Ron say? Our CBD team is growing in Nigeria, pre-launch in Lagos, Saturday, or I almost said September, July 27th. Oh, I forgot to tell you that it's free. So there's no reason not to go. They do want you to register, so reach out to me for the link, just so they have some idea how many are coming, but there is no charge at all. That event is free. All right. Oh, yes. I am so excited for all the people in Nigeria. Knowing, I guess, what has happened here in the United States, knowing how many lives are being changed every single day of the week, it is so exciting to be a part of this movement. I don't think a lot of people, and maybe I don't even realize just how big this movement is. We're all part of a massive wellness movement where people are now going back to plant medicine. And for any of you that know me, you know I've been preaching about God's pharmacy now for 41 years. And I am just so thankful that I'm able now to be a part of this. And finally, God's pharmacy is getting the attention that it deserves. I mean, to me, as far as I know, to my knowledge, there is no plant out there that has more healing properties and more medicinal properties than the hemp plant. And so now we're able to have this pure oil right from that hemp plant, and it is just phenomenal how it is helping people with so many different health issues. So again, get back to the person that invited you to watch the live. Share it if this has been beneficial for you guys. Make sure you get added to the testimonial group. And if you are anywhere close to Lagos, make sure you attend that free event this coming Saturday. Reach out to me for that link and I will give it to you, or whoever shared this with you, I'm sure they have it as well. All right, guys, I think that is everything for today. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to do 2 more. I'm going to do a whole series here of 10 frequently asked questions. So I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.